Hey guys, how we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our TD Sequential update for the major markets and some individual companies. So we will go straight over to the charts. Let me just have a look at the right one. Here we go. So yeah, the S&P. Yeah, we've got a red 3 count at the moment. Obviously we've got this pretty bullish looking candle down here, so this could basically rally us back up maybe towards the 200 on the daily. It does look like a pretty strong bottom we put in yesterday, especially if we can regain this 21 on the daily also. That would be pretty bullish. But obviously I think then we will still potentially be trapped between the 200, although at this point we may have the ability to squeeze through it, but we'll have to see. Obviously this is totally separate to what's going on in the actual real economy, but hey, the stock market's not the economy, so it can do its own thing. Over to the 4 hour, see what we've got going on the 4 hour. Yeah, just started a new red count, selling off a bit from after the overnight strength that we had. Yeah, and you see in the 4 hour this was a pretty big rally off the basically the 0.5 fib here. But I mean I didn't necessarily expect it to get broken the first time. You can see we were supported by it last time, and it is a pretty, well, it's not an important fib level. I don't think the 0.5 is the most important one. I think these 382 and the 618 are more important. But yeah, so I think we maybe will come back down, maybe have a weaker bounce next time, and then potentially make our way down to the 382. That's if we do make our way down, but obviously at the moment it's not looking the most bearish. So yeah, over to oil. Oil having another bit of a move up. Well, 4 hour 9 coming in. We can see how the last 4 hour 9 played out. Maybe this next one will reverse the price a bit more substantially. What have we got on the daily? Yeah, daily. I mean, we are price flipping around here, so you can't really make a lot of the actual prices we've got going on. Sorry, as in the TD count on the daily, just because of all the price flipping. And the weekly, obviously, we know we basically nearly got the 9, so we had an 8. So yeah, and then obviously the 1 and the 2 candles. So on the weekly, it looks like we want to at least come back to test this moving average. Could come in around the mid to low $30 mark. So we'll see what happens there. Gold's making a little bit of a trying to make a little bit of a move. You can see the weekly pennant still there, but obviously strong, nice green candle. You can see on the daily we look as if we've broken out of this range now. So just a little bit more push higher, and then you could pretty much expect to see, I mean, over 1800 prices, I would say. That's what I would be looking at. I mean, if we look at sort of if you want to look at this as a flagpole and then a play out, this is a flagpole, so we're looking at basically this sort of move, which puts us, yeah, around not far off the mid 1800s. So that will be pretty impressive for gold. Silver is also making a move. The ratio is making a move too, as in the gold silver ratio. But yeah, this does look to be coming up. Will look like it will get a daily 9 in a couple of days. So yeah, that could potentially be a selling opportunity. Even if it's just for a short-term trade. You can see how we reacted off the last one. I mean, these 9 here on the daily, 9 here on the daily, 9 here on the daily, 9 at the bottom, and then 9 here. We are reacting quite nicely on these daily 9s. I mean, this was the top recently, and this was the low, both 9s. So something to think about if we do get this 9, and it could potentially come in around this daily 200. So I would struggle to see us break through that at least on the first pass for sure. So we'll see what happens there. And obviously the daily RSI looking pretty toppy there, but still got room to run. T-Doc, we were looking at T-Doc yesterday. I bought T-Bot yesterday when it was on sale. T-Doc. That's the one. I bought it at 74, 75, and 76. Yeah, so that has looked like it's regained the 21. Looking like this is just a bit of a test low, and we could push higher. It possibly be dragged down by the overall market, but as you can see, I mean, it's not really trading with the overall market. But on the margins, it could be pulled down a little bit. But I mean, I would look at any weakness potentially as a buying opportunity in this. And this looks like we could be springboarding our way over 200 over this recent high here. But again, daily 9 coming up. Daily 9 coming up in 2 days. Same as silver actually. So maybe we will get a more substantial. And also, when I was buying this, I thought I'd have a look over at the weekly, and then I just almost like almost fell off my chair. Not really, that's been an exaggeration, but yeah, you can see the weekly 9 we've got here. But that being said, price holding up pretty well. We're nowhere near the low of this weekly 9 candle, which was basically a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, we could potentially break our way through. I mean, this is an indecision candle at the moment. Obviously this week's not finished yet. We will finish today though. Obviously it's Friday. Friday is the last trading day of the week for stock markets. So yeah, we'll have to see how this closes. I mean, if we do close weaker, it will be looking pretty bearish, in all fairness. So yeah, T-Doc, let's have a look at some other interesting trade ideas. Here we go. So Take Two, Take Two is coming up on a weekly 9 next week. A nice 9 there. Not too many other 9s of note on the weekly, but also what we have is the daily chart. We've got a daily 9 today as well. So we had some weakness off the last daily 9. Yeah, so we've got a daily and a weekly 9 in Take Two. So earnings coming up as well. So obviously you can't say earnings are going to be a catalyst because they're just a coin toss. They're a coin toss, aren't they? So yeah, and I'm sure they'll have not much forward guidance. Every company that reporting earnings now, I think only 20% of them are actually reporting forward guidance. They're all just pulling their forward guidance, which is, I mean, I don't blame them, to be honest. I mean, what can they say? They don't know. They don't know when we're gonna come out of lockdown. They don't know, do they, basically? So and then let's have a look at MSCI. So we are on a pretty on a move here. I mean, just looking at the slope, looking like we're losing a bit of steam here. But yeah, weekly 9 as well, a daily 9, sorry. So let's have a look at the weekly, see what we've got going on the weekly. Not too much to look at on the weekly, but yeah, daily 9 here, guys. So something to look out for. It's all bullish. It's all a bullish posture here. We're riding the 21, but maybe we'll get a test back of the 50. I mean, you can see the 50 has offered quite a nice bit of support recently. So yeah, maybe a test back to the 50. We'll watch that. And then CLX. I've already looked at this one. Oh, well, there you go. I've already looked at this one. There's that. It was yesterday, wasn't it? So so yeah, we're looking for well, a break under here. Well, ideally a break and a close because we're looking at daily, but I mean, you could have sold then, you would have been offside now, but you would have been onside quite a bit originally, but hey. But yeah, like a daily close under here. And then yeah, and then you'd probably see well, if this is where we you probably see if we sell them, if we then break below here as well. So you could probably see selling accelerate, and then I'll be targeting at least the 21, maybe the 50. Yeah, I mean, we've been testing the 50 quite a bit, so yeah, maybe the 50. So maybe CLX is a sell opportunity to watch out for, which we have got on here. We'll have a look at Take Two as well. Take Two was the weekly and daily, wasn't it? Yeah, weekly and daily coming up next week. So I would probably put a line. Let's get our lines. Where's our lines? Here we go. Here. Line here, and then I don't know why I drew it all the way that far. I mean, price never goes back. Oh, guys. Right, we'll get that. I did say, didn't I? Bear with me with my drawing abilities and skills. Yeah, you can see, in fact, we will draw along because look, it's kind of level with the top of here. So yeah, maybe that is the right thing to do. And then yeah, we'll just draw the line down there. I don't know why I've drawn that quite so steep, but we won't make it look so bad. There we go. Right, so we'll lock that. Right, yeah, so there we go, guys. So a few trade ideas on the TD dailies. Let's look at the 4 hour on this. Take Two, 4 hour, nearly 4 hour 9. Started started preempting the, if that's what they were doing, preempting the 4 hour 9. But yeah, I mean, this looks like we're trading in the box. We tried to break out, we're coming back, we're either going to test this box and go back up, or we're going to break back into it and potentially through the bottom. So that's how these boxes tend to work. If we get back in, we'll at least come to the bottom of the range of the box, even if we don't break through, which is about 120. So we'll see what happens there. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Just hit the like and subscribe button if you found this useful, and I will speak to you guys soon.